Hey everybody, how's it going today? This is Bill, and just wanted to bring you a quick lesson today on the importance of nature observation when you're out tracking. Just to let you know, one of the biggest things, one of the biggest problems that I see beginning students in tracking really struggling on is that they take a look at a gait pattern on the ground, or they take a look at a set of pressure releases, and they have a really difficult time determining what was actually happening with the animal when they see the track pattern. Now, that's the first step, is being able to identify the gait pattern, and I know a lot of people who are really good at taking a look at a set of tracks and saying, okay, well this is a diagonal walk, and this is a lope, and this is a trot, and this is a gallop. And some people are even better at that, and they get way into the weeds of saying like, well this is an understep walk, and this is an overstep walk, and so on. But few people I know really go past that and are able to take a look at a set of tracks and determine what's actually happening with the animal. And that's really important, because you might be able to identify a track pattern, you might be able to see a set of pressure releases, but until that actually means something to you, then you're really just naming it. It doesn't really have any context or meaning or any association with you and what you're trying to determine as a tracker. For example, you should be able to take a look at the different gait patterns of different animals out there and know what is the baseline gait pattern, right? We know that for dogs, cats, and hooved animals like this horse, that for those animals, a diagonal walk is their baseline gait pattern. So if you see a dog, cat, or a hooved animal that is not diagonal walking, well then something pushed it out of its baseline. And what that means is that the animal is actually experiencing something, an emotion, a thought, a concentric ring hit it and caused it to move out. So it's really important that you're able to take a look at the gait pattern, the pressure releases you see on the ground, and associate it to what the animal is actually doing when it made the tracks. Now you can see behind me I have a horse, and I realize that not many of you guys probably have a horse arena in your backyard, and that's totally fine. But I would be willing to bet that even people who are watching this that live in the city have access to watching a dog, a cat, even the squirrels out of the park or whatever. So what I'm going to say really holds true for any type of nature observation or any type of animal observation that you're really doing or that you have access to. Now I'll tell you, if it looks like I'm a little bit nervous standing here, I am. I wish you guys could have seen the outtakes of the blooper reel of this, where the horse actually plowed into me a couple of times. So I'm counting on you guys to warn me if the horse decides it's going to come and take a bite out of me or something. But take a look at how this animal is moving. I've asked my friend here, Darnay Frank, to ride her horse around at various gait patterns. And I want you, when you're watching an animal, when you're observing an animal, then you really need to let your eyes just take in everything that the animal is doing. Not just the pattern of the tracks on the ground, the footfalls, those are very important, but really take a look at the horse, this horse right here, and the way it's moving. And you'll see that as it goes through different gait patterns, its body is reacting in a different way. Sometimes it's walking, or sometimes it's running, sometimes it's loping with its head down, sometimes with its heads up. Take a look at the hindquarters. The hindquarters can be tilted down at an angle, they can be pushed up, depending on what the animal is doing. As the animal moves through its different gait patterns, you can see how the stress is affecting the different joints on the horse as it moves. For example, horses, because they're such a big animal, they put a lot of stress on their joints, and you can see that sort of bouncing motion. Whereas if this was a mountain lion running around back here, you'd see a much more fluid movement. Okay, and that just has to do, that tells you a lot about the animal's survival strategy, and the way it moves reflects, how it fits into the overall environment. So I really couldn't stress to you enough to whatever animal you have access to, take a look at it. If you have a dog, take the dog outside, run it around, watch the way it moves, watch its head movement, watch its shoulders, watch its knees and hips, and then go and take a look at the track pattern afterward. And if you do that, then I guarantee you, you're going to start really developing a more powerful approach to tracking, when you can take a look at a gait pattern and actually see that in your mind's eye. What's happening with the animal, what it's going through, all that important stuff. So hope this has been helpful for you, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks.